This episode is all about having fun. All right. Now, if you aren't having fun, I always ask, what is the point? Now, look, in our life and in our business, there are obviously going to be things that sometimes we don't love to do, but there are things that we need to do. Well, today is about having fun. And so I'm going to just tell you right now, if you don't like having fun, and you don't want things to be fun, then go ahead and skip this episode and check out one of my other episodes. But if you do like having fun and you want to have a great time building your business, you want to make book writing fun and easy, then stick around because we're about to have a good time. So my philosophy on business and life is this, is I don't know about you, but I don't want to struggle and force myself through life just to cross some things off a checklist. That's not what I'm about. That's not what I want to do. What I want to do is I want to find ways to enjoy the journey in the pursuit of greatness. I want to enjoy the process of doing difficult things. I love the challenge and I love making the difficult more simple. All right, that doesn't mean that it's going to be the easiest thing in the world that you've ever done, but I like to take things and I like to break them down and find ways to make them fun. And so today, I want to teach you exactly some of the ways that we make book writing fun and easy for myself, for our clients, and I hope that you'll be able to really identify and relate to some of these things and be like, yes, you know what? I can do this in my business, or I can do this with my own book process, or I can work with you and have you teach me all of these things in your process. Now, most of the people that want to write a book, there's a reason they don't, right? If you want to write a book and you haven't, there's probably something that's blocking you in your way. And whatever reason it is, that's a valid reason. But it also doesn't need to be the reason that stops you forever. So some of the things that I hear people say all the time is, I don't have time to write a book. I'm not a writer, so there's no way writing could be fun. I don't know where to start. You even get some people that say, I hate writing. There's no way I'm making this happen. I have so many thoughts, but I can't seem to put them on paper. Or you have other people that say, I started writing, but I didn't love it, so I stopped and I restarted it, and now I'm frustrated and Or you have people, how in the world do I even start and launch it and make it real? I just know that I want to share my story with the world. And look, I hear you. I hear you. And there's no other reason to wanting to write a book than because you know it can share a message, it can impact people, it can grow your business. There is only one reason to do this thing, and it's because ultimately you believe that it will help you achieve something. All right. And I hear you. And so in our program, Big Idea to Bestseller, we've tried to figure out everything that we can do to help people just like yourself write a book in a fun way that's easier than they ever thought possible so that they can have an incredibly high quality book. And so I'm going to break these down. There are three things that we're going to really talk about today that I use in my own writing process. And you'll actually be able to see me use these in my own writing process when I do what we're calling Project Bestseller, where I'm going to be actually writing a book in 90 days in real time and showing you exactly what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. But here are the things that I want to share with you that will really help you make the book writing process more fun and easier than you ever imagined. The first thing that we do is gamification. We are always gamifying the process. And what this means is that we are always celebrating the small wins. Writing a book is a huge, huge undertaking. And I get that. And a lot of times, the fact that it's such a big project really intimidates people from starting. And what also happens is sometimes people are like, oh, I outlined my book, but I have so much longer to go. And so what we do is we really focus on celebrating the small wins in our program so that if you figure out your book niche, boom, that's a win. And we celebrate that. And so we gamify it by including raffles or milestones or rewards so that we will celebrate the small wins, stay motivated to keep coming back, and continue to execute on a day-to-day basis. Some of our giveaways include coaching calls, digital products. Sometimes we give gifts to our clients and we surprise them with getting their editing done or getting cover designs mocked up. So there's always a really great opportunity to reward yourself for executing along the journey, even though there is a lot more to do. One of the other things that I think is really, really cool when it comes to gamifying, and if you're doing this on your own, then maybe you create a rewards-based system as you go through the process and you make small wins. But one of the things that we do is once our clients finish their rough draft, we actually send them a copy of another client's book. And so by doing this, they're getting to see somebody else's book who had just gone through the process. They're getting to feel that they're not alone. And it's also awesome for our clients because they get to have books given and purchased for other students as well. So gamification is a really, really great way to make it fun, to make it easy. I mean, I love video games growing up, and I love leveling up. And I would always remember I wanted to get to that next level. And I want to get to the next level. And I would say, okay, I'm going to bed after this. One more level, one more level, one more boss to beat, or whatever it was. And this is exactly how we can make the book writing process fun, is by adding that gamification. All right, go back to our childhood. Enjoy it. Play the game. Do a little bit of work and celebrate that, reward yourself, and make it a fun process. So that's one of the ways that we make book writing a lot more fun, and we make this crazy big idea of writing a book into something that becomes very actionable, very doable, and very real for you in a very short amount of time. Now, the second way that we really make book writing fun for our clients and for a lot of people is by having a very clear roadmap. All right. One of the biggest things that stops people from going from where they are to where they want to go is they don't have a clear roadmap. They don't have clarity. All right, there's a reason why so many coaches out there say, hey, I'm going to do a clarity call with you, right? Clarity helps you create the plan. And when you feel you have a plan, you feel you have opportunity, and you feel that you can actually do it. And so one of the things that we do to really make the book writing process more simplistic is we have an incredibly clear roadmap. This is very much a step-by-step process. You go do one thing, then the next thing, and so on. We give people a task list every step of the way. Now, if you listen to a previous episode, I shared with you the exact roadmap that we use. You can listen to that episode and you can use that to help you really start to develop your own process so that you have a clear roadmap. When you have a clear roadmap, when people have a clear roadmap, they feel that they can get more done. The reason that this happens is because there is more certainty. All right. When people are often writing a book, they don't know what they don't know. So immediately by giving yourself this process, by giving yourself a clear roadmap, now you know what action to take, when you need to take it, and how to make it easier. And that's what we really want you to be able to do, is no matter who you are or where you're at, we want to be able to give you the step-by-step roadmap. And the topic, the icing on the cake here, folks, is that when you have this clear roadmap, not only are you producing clarity, but what you're doing is you're giving yourself permission to just start focusing on the actual task at hand rather than trying to understand what will come next. And this is huge for peace of mind so that you could focus on writing rather than trying to worry about what am I supposed to do next, because you already know what comes next in the process. So the third way that we really try to make book writing fun and more simplistic is we give you the formula to spending less than an hour a day while writing your book. A lot of our clients finish their rough draft in about 30 days. A lot of our clients are able to do this while still running their business full time. And here's how we give you the formula to doing this is not only do we go with you step by step, not only if you're doing this on your own, do you want to have a clear process like we just talked about, but when you are writing your rough draft, I always encourage people to look at the numbers. And you might be like, Jake, what do you mean numbers? I don't like writing. I don't like numbers. Now you want me to do both of them? Hold on. What I mean by this is look at the numbers, because numbers don't lie. And so what we do is we have a book writing time breakdown calculator. Yeah, that's a mouthful, but that's exactly what it does, is we break down the amount of writing time it takes so that you know, all right, this is how much time it's going to take. This is how many days of the week I'm going to be writing it. And this is what I have available. This immediately removes all that overwhelm, all that stress of when am I going to have time to do this? How am I going to make sure I do it while still focusing on my business? And when you have that peace of mind, you're able to relieve that stress and you're able to focus and get into the flow state much quicker, because you're only focused and concentrated on the thing in front of you in the present moment rather than thinking about the overwhelm and the big task of completing this entire book. So let me explain a little bit more about this book time breakdown. What happens is we have an entire template that we give to people that basically says, hey, how many chapters are in your book? How many days a week do you want to write your book? How much time do you have? What's the word count? We have all of these things dialed in. And what that's going to do is it gives our clients, and it can give you a feeling of relief. And you're like, oh, I'm writing 4 days a week, 45 minutes a day. This means I need to get 2 chapters done a week. Cool. I'm on pace to finish my book in 30 days or whatever it may be. And this allows you to just be like, okay, all I need to do right now is just this book. In this hour, all I have to do is this chapter. And then you can start to say, yeah, baby, this feels good. I'm feeling good. And you start to show up, start to execute, and that starts to build that momentum of progress. One of our clients, she was writing her book and she was getting ready to write her rough draft, and she was feeling a little bit overwhelmed. And I was like, look, you got this. I know you got this, but here's what I really want you to do. Go ahead and look at your book writing breakdown calculator. Input the information that you have based on the outline that we built together, and let's see if we can make this feel a little bit better for you. She ended up doing that, and she felt a huge sense of relief, and she was able to complete her rough draft in 29 days. All right. Not only does this formula to writing your book in less than an hour a day give you peace of mind, give you opportunity, give you more clarity, but it also gives you your time back so that you can focus on other revenue generating tasks in your business. When you know that you only have to focus on your book for an hour or 45 minutes a day, then you can really make sure that you're executing on the other things to move your business forward. So these 3 things we found have made book writing a lot easier and a lot more fun for myself, our clients, and people that I've just even assisted just by jumping on a call and chatting with them, because I want everyone to write a book who believes in it. And if we can help you do that, I want to do that. But if you want to do it on your own, then try it. But we're here for you if you need that support. And so as we kind of wrap up, I want you to understand that book writing is, yes, it may not be your favorite task in the world to do, but it will be the most rewarding thing you've ever done. Writing a book may seem incredibly difficult in this big undertaking, but by doing this and by breaking it down, you start to enjoy the process. You start to have more fun. You start to build up hype while you're even writing the book. You start to execute and build momentum. You start to generate more clients. Unexpected and amazing things happen in your life when you start to do bigger things. So I believe that if you have a story to tell, if you have a message, if you have skills, knowledge, then you deserve to share your story. And I hope that these 3 things, gamification, a clear roadmap, and having the formula to managing your time, if you have those 3 things, I believe that it will really help make this book writing process more fun and more easy as you go through this process. So if you want to, literally, if you want to watch me go through this entire process, I'm about to write book number 4. I'm going to do it in 90 days, and I'm going to do it in real time, meaning that you can actually get behind the scene updates. You can watch me every single day. I'm going to share with you exactly what you need to do to write your book. You could do it with me. You could just watch me do it and then write your book after, whatever it is. But I'm going to reveal the curtain. I'm giving access never before seen, and I'm doing this all for free. All you have to do is just go to bigideatobestseller.com/90 days. And that's going to take you to a page where you'll be able to see all the details of what we're going to do. And you'll be able to watch or write your book with me in real time in as little as 90 days. So talk about making it fun, talk about gamifying it, talk about, having a clear roadmap. We're doing it. We're practicing what we preach. We're walking the walk. We're talking the talk. We're doing all the things. So I hope that you really found this episode valuable. I hope it gave you a little bit of a room for a good deep breath. You got this. Your book is ready to be written, and I can't wait to help you make this happen. So I hope to see you on that training. I hope to invite you to be a part of it, and I look forward to reading the next book that you create. All right, now, I'll see you next time.